all I can say right now is the Lovers energy is thick as hell right now. Okay, it's thick as fuck. The love is in the air. Things are working out beautifully. That's what I'm hearing. Your ships are about to be coming in. That's another message. So it's time to decide next, like what your next big project is going to be. Because the one that you've already put out or the one that you're putting out is going to be extremely successful. So now is the best time to start gearing up for your next big project. I'm also picking up networking opportunities. There may be a network that's going to pick up something. A platform may also pick up something. Okay. All I can say is I see you something that's growing beautiful. The way that you're using your past experiences is assisting you beautifully at this time. So life is about to look really, really good. You're getting the best of both worlds. You have family, friends, love, all types of good stuff going on. Okay, so welcome back to my channel, all new and returning subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. TT here, your friendly psychic medium on the internet. Today is all about love messages. Every day there will be something new here on the channel for you. So be sure to click the like button. Join in on the fun and let's talk about it, spirit. Love messages for my new and returning subscribers. But we got galactic. That's why I was picking up on the energy being like grand, like it's thick. Deception, which can cause a lot of confusion, right? So when the spiritual energy is extremely thick like this, and the universe is saying this is going to happen or this is about to manifest, immediately doubt kicks in and doubt starts to say, wait a minute, am I being gaslit? You know, am I missing? Am I overlooking the red flags? Is this like false propaganda, or is this like false wishful thinking and things like that? Whatever that doubt is, it goes deeper than that, boo. Because I feel like there's a lot of people that perceives any type of love messages pretty much saying that something wonderful is coming into your life. You're about to be happy, fulfilled. When they start hearing that, they start rolling their eyes and they be like, oh Lord, we'll see. So that's that condescending, pessimistic perspective that's riddled in karmic relationships and not being able to discern and decipher the difference between the two. And whoever you are, Spirit is saying don't allow that to be you, to the point where you are looking at your situation differently and doubting yourself and sabotaging what you have because you get it and they don't. It's okay to stand alone in what you know to be true for you. It's okay to do that with confidence. You know what I'm saying? You know you have nothing to celebrate. You don't need to fit in with the crowd. Be Enola. Be Enola Holmes out here. As you go on this journey investigating your own situation, the collective don't need to fucking resonate. The collective don't need to resonate. The fruits are made from something, and wine make it merry. So you about to be proud Mary out here. And it just is what it is. So it says affairs of family. Yeah, some type of functions, kindness, two-faced friend in reverse, unconditional love. You should accept valid criticism. So you have to have a very discerning eye, a very discerning cup with whatever tea you listen to, because the tea that's happening for certain people, you have to understand there's always cross-watcher energy. And cross-watcher energy, it don't matter if you think that person is on that channel or not, or if you think that person has any way to tamper with what you got or not. Cross-watcher energy is always spiritually monitoring at all times. And spirit is very aware of that. And so sometimes spirit will serve cross-watchers and karmics their own bullshit back at them. And so the commentary, the disdain, the pessimism, the negative commentary that y'all may run across, it is not a whole, it's not a collective whole that is experiencing that, because the ones that are experiencing that and know it to be true, they don't have time to sit around and leave negative remarks or complain or whine or bitch or moan. You don't have time for that. You're too focused on moving forward to sit there and dwell on things that were a hit or miss. So spirit is pretty much saying, don't make someone else's struggle your struggle. Okay. Especially if they over there like, this happened to me and I would hate to see that happen to you, and all of this, and this is shambles and that shambles. So you will hear a lot of, I'm not sure spirit is telling me to say this, but if you go on other channels and you watch other readers, you will hear a lot of people, especially if they are predominantly love channels, you will hear a lot of them explaining to you the characteristics or describing to you all the things the karmic has done, and you may be very irritated with hearing what the karmic is up to and what their characteristics did and how they treated their person. You mean like, I don't want to spend my time listening to that shit. I don't care if they like me or they this or counting the ways that they're evil and all this other stuff. Just because you may be the fastest learner in the front of the class doesn't mean that the person way in the back that still made it to that classroom isn't worth explaining the difference between them and the other person, because karmic energy can do that. They will play this, it's us against them. They will play this and get you to count your, like you should be counting your blessings, and they'll get you to miss it. Okay. Mirror magic, glamour magic. Okay, not even glamour magic, it's more like mirror magic, swapping places and shit. But that's the deceptive mask energy. And then you start asking yourself, am I doing that too? And then you'll start doubting yourself. Ain't I got time for that? Be the closest person to you. A true friend is going to tell you the tea, even if it hurts your feelings, even if it's something you don't want to hear. It's to hype you up, okay? It's to remind you of you who the fuck you are, because you don't know what's happening, what spiritual intentions is being sent your way. And so yeah, to sit here a little bit longer and say, nah, it ain't you. This is what this person is doing. This is what this person is doing. And if you know you're not doing those things, then the shoe don't fit, so don't wear it. But if you know you doing that shit, then it's for you. Yeah, we have Don Juan. Using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. See? And for a lot of you, the cross-watcher or the karmic is only as good as mimicking your energy. Copying you, trying to appear to be you. So sometimes it could be a masculine listening, and they need to be able to discern the difference between your ass and the karmic's ass. So don't ever make it seem like, oh, a person ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing because all they talk about is the karmic. That is a specialty. Do you know how hard it is to not even tap into it, for spirit to tell you, I want you to expose the fuck, break this down, compartmentalize behavior patterns. I want you to break that shit down and make it so stupid simple that the smartest person and the dumbest person in the room can all resonate. And then people that can't take the heat in the kitchen will be like, oh, I can't believe it's all they see. That's all they see. That's all they talk about. That's exposing exactly who it is. Because when you really spiritually align and you understand that spirit is not to be restricted, spirit does what it does for a reason. We don't have to fucking understand, but it's all for a purpose. You have patience. You see what I'm saying? You have a level of compassion, grace, and emotional maturity to understand it's all fucking connected. Ain't no piece of the pie or piece of the puzzle worth overlooking and skipping. So to all my fucking readers out there and psychics out there, and you've been channeling this fucking heavy ass energy in the love realm, and you clocking tea on a fucking regular from these chip cups, y'all doing the motherfucking thing. You're doing the thing, and the distractions don't like that you exposing it so well. And so, like spamware, it has to try to protect itself. The virus gonna try to protect itself. Malware or some shit. Because the brainwashing energy ain't gonna work much longer. You know? I feel like you, however, we have Queen and we have Orphan. So it radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. See? You protecting others is in your charge. And then you have Shadow in reverse. Feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation. Seeking inappropriate surrogate families. Looking for a place the motherfucker belong. Lost vixens ass. Okay. Fear of intimate unions. Yeah, so these extremely celibate characters that are so rigid that it's like you have to handle them with these baby gloves. Show me one more, Spirit, because it feels like you're dealing with 3 different archetypes. Midas, so that's the potential. And then we have father, so they have father wounds, fear of intimacy, and so they have all these damn conditions. And then you have to come in here and you have to maintain your feminine energy and your benevolent authority so you can protect the very people that be fucking going against you. It's like, oh, are you talking about sex? Are you talking about that? There are people within the world that have to close that door too, that have abandonment wounds and issues that they're on the tail end of their journey where they've healed that part of themselves and they're ready to alchemize it and create beautiful things, repurpose those experiences into beautiful things. And so you being able to also transition into a graceful phase where you're blooming and you're in live in full colors, there is going to be a collective of people that need constant reassurance as they're blooming. Speak love into me. Tell me I'm sexy. Tell me I'm beautiful. Tell me I'm the shit. Tell me this. They need those things because they're no longer in the shadow phase of breaking down those limited belief systems and confronting those insecurities and fears. They're in the phase where they're blossoming, they're in full bloom. And so they will call you fake or you switch sides or all these different things, is because some of these people get stuck. They get stuck in the shadow phase and they forever whipping themselves into shape. And they're not cultivating any other aspect of themselves except the monk or nun version of them that's punishing themselves for not knowing better. And then you have the version of them that don't know how to get out of the shadow phase, and so they're in that transition of I'm afraid of everything, and so I only want to bond and connect with people that's afraid of everything too. And then here you are saying, no, you got to get up out of that. You got to get up out of that. You're being a real friend. You're being a real authority figure. There's light on the other side of all of that shit. There's better. The grass is greener on the other side of all of that shit. Yeah, you may have needed to be in those phases where, you get reborn. But some of them don't want to crack that shell. They don't want to crack that shell. And so they be overcooked, runny, and spoiling it from within the egg, and because they don't want to get out that shell. So Orphan in reverse is saying, how do you take 2 negatives and turn it into a positive? And the truth of the matter is, sometimes you may have to talk to the person that's pretending to be a victim. And sometimes you may have to tell them that, hey boo, You doing it to yourself. You looking for a place to belong. You got real issues and you need therapy or you need this, and maybe they may get mad at you and say, I can't tolerate this shit. Or maybe while you over there, you know, talking about love and how good it is and how happy it is and beautiful things, and they over there with their nose turned up because they can't see it for themselves. You may have to, it will trigger them, and you not even trying to trigger them. But happiness, genuine, unconditional love and happiness for oneself will trigger people that are envious and jealous of not knowing how to get to the Midas touch, not knowing how to alchemize all of that shit. But if they would quit trying to be deceptive and hide and be on that weird shit, pretending to be your friend, knowing fucking well that they wearing a mask. Some of them even got fake names and know you personally. Fuck. Connected to someone that you know personally. Real blood ties for some of them. And they all will sit there and pretend like, oh, I'm a ghost, I'm not here. But meanwhile, you can see their ass. And so all of that shit is being brought to a head. Because you really gonna irritate a lot of people, because you about to be enjoying yourself, living it up, celebrating. And they gonna want you to take their criticism, because the only way they feel like they can try to get to you or say what they can't say to your motherfucking face is to put on a fake mask, create a fake account, and pretend to be somebody that they're not. That's it. But even in that situation, Spirit is saying things is working out beautifully. So don't even worry. And I don't even feel like you worried at all. Like you looking forward. And even though you looking forward, you still like, you too back there with your little ugly attitude. You capable. You too with your little envy and jealousy. You capable. You too. You delight in sharing the goodness thereof, because you have nothing to hide. And so people are always trying to figure out, like, well, what's going on in your life since you're so this and you're so that. The only person that can check you is fucking God. Just because they walk around with skeletons in their closet from glass houses and they never want their shit to be exposed, you gotta have some shit that you actually give a fuck about other people knowing. What, you got six fingers, 6 toes? Whoop-de-fucking do. They ain't got shit to do with happiness. Shit to do with it. So your ships are coming in. Look at that. What it says, mimic chest. What seems valuable may hide danger, and images in your daily life serve as a reminder to guard against mimic chest. Beware of too good to be true offers, and guard your heart against illusions of wealth. So, contract. See it for what it is. Even with this distance, I know we are never truly apart. Our bond is stronger than any obstacle. I'll cross any boundary to reach you. So let's get into it. Because there's nothing better than having the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And so, like I said, you're going to kiss a lot of frogs. That's what this energy is saying. You will kiss a lot of frogs. But does that mean that you should stop believing that you are going to receive your 10 of Cups? No. No. Doesn't. Some of y'all are just not going to happen the way that you think it's going to happen. So the moment that you hear, oh, you and this person, they find you so attractive, and next thing you know, y'all had a sexual relationship, and you're like, oh, that cannot be God ordained, because no relationship starting like that is going to ever work, because God said so. Well, I hate to break it to you. Some of you guys, your 10 of Cups story is specifically handcrafted for you. And so trying to fit in and trying to perceive it to be a certain type of way would be you lying to yourself and counting counting yourself out of your own blessing because you want it to look like the beginnings of everyone else's relationship. Everybody else that has some particular type of fairy tale, where are they now? Everybody else posting they wedding pictures and their marriage pictures and always getting married. Where are they now? The ones that actually succeed are the ones that never even put motherfuckers in their business. You wouldn't even have a photo of what they were the first day they got married, let alone it be on publicized. And that's the truth. Because a lot of people are doing it for, I want to do it because like this person did it. I want this because that person got it. So you'll be literally just feeding jealousy energy. Jealousy energy has to have something to compare it to in order to envy it. Let's see. Queen of Swords. Someone wants to like trigger you to show like you're ugly. Like they want you to be perceived as ugly by people so you can only attract. So you can never attract better. That's what I'm seeing here with the Queen of Swords in reverse. This is bitter Becky. Someone here wants you to be bitter, remain bitter, so you'll only ever be able to attract a copycat of themselves. Makes them feel in control, makes them feel confident, and it keeps you on y'all on the same vibrational match. Okay. And they have to martyrize themselves like, oh, I need to put you down, or I'm here to slay you because you're the bad guy. Someone wants you to appear to be the demon after provoking you over and over and over again so they can glorify themselves and ride on their high horse as if they're some type of good person that fell for the wrong person. Hangman. So there's some like power struggles, power play things happening here. I need to charge my battery, but that's okay. Give me a second. We'll charge it in a second. So it could even be pretending to be, so it could be a male pretending to be a female with a feminine username on some type of platform to remain close to you, and so they would still show up in your energy on a partnership level. Oh my God. Someone feels like if everybody hates you, it'll make you sit for a moment and think about your actions. Think about what you had, and then you will willingly come and be brainwashed by them. Oh my Lanta. Hey, someone wants you to miss out on an opportunity for that old funky energy. Hermit energy in reverse. I've always wondered that. Why the fuck did Ned Stark go to the person when a person goes to the person that's supposedly the bad guy, right? When you go to that person and tell them, I'm about to tell on you. What's the point of making a supposed bad person aware that you're about to out them? To me, if I was really about to out someone and do something, I wouldn't tell them what I was about to do. I'll fucking do it. Cause in what reality would me telling them would not, I could only picture me telling someone that I was about to tell them and get them in trouble to try to control their choice. Right? So if I wanted to control a person's choice in a situation, I would tell them if and then a warning, right? To me, warnings are opportunities to control the next person's next step. It's not it doesn't read energetically as you trying to do the right thing, or I try to do a good thing, or I try to give you a potential. Energetically, what I have discovered from reading energy is that the universe recognizes that you giving someone a warning of what you will do in reaction to their choices is your way of controlling their choice. And so the universe would acknowledge you as the person that's giving the if or then theory, right? If a person, let me use my baby daddy for example, right? If that person decides, when he decided that he did not want to be an active parent in his children's life, and that he did not, when he said out of his own mouth and actions followed, don't ask me for shit, I'm not helping with shit. If he wanted to do it, he would do it. So why the fuck would I call him and ask him to do the right thing after he literally just told me he wasn't going to do it? So then you start to see energy different. The situation starts to read differently. That don't make no sense. I'm going to ask him to do the right thing, because if he wanted to do it, he wouldn't need me to control him or hold his arm behind his back or threaten him with the authorities or threaten him with anything. Just go. Take your fucking money. Don't use it. Be in their life. Don't be in their life. I don't give a fuck. Why would I give a fuck? Because at the end of the day, if you wanted to do it, you would. I want to be a mother, so I don't need someone telling me they're going to take my kids away from me in order for me to be a mother. I don't need someone telling me, giving me negative reinforcement to make me do the fucking right thing. Why the fuck would I need that? I'm giving them control over me, because it's literally the thing that I don't want is guaranteeing that I continue doing this thing. And that goes for everything in life. If it's a job, if you're continuously going there because you don't want to get fired, that is a clear indication that it controls you. So, because we're talking about love, what I do, you don't got to do none of that I'm telling you to do. But what I'm saying is that energetically, the reason why I don't ask my child's father for money to provide for the children that we created was because if he wanted to be an active father, if he wanted to take care of his kids financially, he would do it and I wouldn't have to ask. And so no, I'm not going to go to the court and say, middleman this, control this person, tell them they need to do the right thing, I deserve it, I have these. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Because when you decide that you don't want to be a father in the physical realm, God provides you. God is the spiritual father. When you decide you don't want to be a mother in the physical realm, God provides the nurturer of the mother to that man. It's always, I don't care what nobody says. There will be people that shows up. There will be strangers that show up. There will be opportunities and doors that open. I guess I was getting too deep because the camera stopped recording, y'all. I don't even know what I was saying after that. I was just channeling for real. But in a nutshell, all I'm saying is nothing is worth being oblivious to your own shit. And in order to understand how it's all interconnected with another person, you gotta remove the oblivion off your own eyes. You gotta remove the rose-colored glasses and the illusions. How are you lying to yourself, and how are you perceiving things to be unexpected? When shit go away you don't want, it's an opportunity for you to go within and figure out what the fuck did you do. You know what I'm saying? What about you even attracted to this motherfucker? Like, and then the crazy part about it is, and maybe some of y'all have a situation like this. Maybe it's why Spirit's having me tell you that. But in this situation, this is reminding me of yes, the Seven of Cups energy. more gaslighting energy is when, let's say you meet a new guy, right? Mimic chess. And they listen to your, how they met you and what your exes put you through. All you're giving them is the key to your wealth, right? They know what to say. They know what to do. They know everything about you. They know that you want to be lied to. You tell them that from the very beginning, the moment that you tell them that what you don't want from your past. So when you see them say like, oh, so what's the status between you and your ex, or you and your ex baby mama or ex baby daddy? The reason why they asking you all that shit is because they just want to know how this person got all access and how they can get it. It ain't got shit to do with them actually giving a fuck about what you've been through. You'd be a fool to think that it had anything to do with that. Matter of fact, for those of you that in a situation like mine where you don't put your children's father on child support like that, some of them will try to gaslight you and say, some new people that you meet will gaslight you and say, well, that means that you still love that person, right? Or maybe that person will gaslight too and say, oh, because they don't put me on child support, that means that they'll love them too. That's not what the fuck that means. When a person says to you, seven of cups, oh, so you must have feelings for them too if you're not holding them responsible, it's an insecurity and got shit to do with you. Personally, they feel as if there is a open window of control that they don't have over you. Okay? And so the objective to get you to do certain things that you weren't already doing before you met them is because it makes them feel secure that now they have the control over you. It's never been about you, how doing the right thing, or how would you feel if you was in a relationship and that person had a baby mama. Ask yourself how many times you really include your, if you're the type of person like me, I don't give a fuck what the fuck you got going on with your baby mama or your baby daddy. And yes, I go both ways. So if you have a baby mama and that is who you deal with, I don't give a fuck. I don't even want to know shit. As far as I'm concerned, there could only be me. There could only be one me. If you was fucking them, I would know. If you was dealing with them, I would fucking know. So at the end of the day, it's like to sit there and waste time and energy when someone else is way more equipped to fulfill a role that you know that you're not finna perform in, not perform well in at all. Then you let them go. I just don't understand. I don't have some problems. Some problems that I used to have, cause I don't fuck with people no more anyway, right? I don't fuck with people no more anyway in that context. So at the end of the day, the issues that I used to have is they would get mad that I don't ask what the status is in their life, as if it made them feel as if they didn't have nothing to go off of. And it's like, how do you not have nothing to go off of and you're right here? Like, you're standing here. You have access like no one else has. How can you feel like you don't know where you stand? Pay attention. Stop trying to get clues to the riddle and answers to the experience long before it comes, so you can use it to your advantage. That's an insecure. You give off insecurity vibes. You give off like I don't know how to navigate this type of minefield. You must be playing games, and then they accuse you of playing games. No. When a person accuses you of playing games, if you accuse a person of playing games, it's because you already was playing the game. I can guarantee you. So when I meet a guy that got good game, it's touche. I don't take that shit personal. Because yes, if I gave it the time of day, I was already invested in the game. And if I don't feel like playing, I won't even engage in the sport. It is supposed to be a game. The illusion is that it's not a game. And you do take risks. Anything that involves a risk is a game. You win some, you lose some. Life is a game. And when you go in hermit mode, you detach from that game and you go off the grid. So, yes, I expect them to play a game. I expect them to give me a good challenge. And I expect them to say something because I'm giving up on you. And so a lot of people can't take the heat in the kitchen. And I feel like ultimately, Spirit is saying, get ready. Remember, you're a fucking queen. Get ready to get back out there. And take your time. Because they all going to come playing familiar games. And your iron has to sharpen iron. So you're going to be sharper, wiser, faster. And so knowing that they can't judge you and they have no way to make you feel any type of way about who you are, how you are, is going to be, they're going to slow down on you. Now, slowing down on you is supposed to make you get unraveled, and it's supposed to make you feel unsure of what you should do next. That's the tactic that's happening right now on you. And the Knight of Coins is, well, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to slow down hella slow. Because you ain't giving me nothing to go off of. Now, if you was trying to invest in a cheater and someone that likes to mimic and pretend like who they ain't, then you would become unraveled and they would win the game. And if I got time for that. So every time you come into a situation where a person slow down, X marks the spot. They know where to find you. Clue, hint. They know where to find you. They know your motherfucking number. They know how to reach you. They know what it is you want. And when that person puts themselves in that position, then that is them. That is literally an agreement. It's an agreement. You need me to open it? Ask your sister, she's stronger than me. So the Hangman energy is saying, who's finna be... Maybe someone feels like you're gonna leave them. Like they're like, this is someone saying like, I will put myself in that position. I would hang myself in that position. I would be very uncomfortable for you. But I just gotta know you ain't gonna walk away from me. You're not gonna leave me here looking stupid. That's a trick. It's like a lot of tricks coming up. And this could be like 5 different people that's gonna run the same game on you. And this is all to get you to make a move. You don't have to make a move. Page of Cups. So here comes the romanticizing, right? Here comes the... And whoever keeps saying that, I keep hearing that subtle little voice, and I got time for this. I got time for this. I got time for this. Keep saying it till you believe it, because you got time today. You got time today. You better have time today, because if you don't got time today, then you sleeping on yourself tomorrow. So I'm going to need you to have time today. Whoever keeps saying that, I'm going to need you to have time today. Pay attention. Keep up. The game is not televised. It is passed down. I'm trying to tell you something. Magician, the game is not televised. It is passed down. It's not personal. It's not personal. It's Earth. You're on Earth. And this is why people say you're a heartbreaker. I'm talking to someone. Listen, I'm gonna tip my hat to you. So they say you a heartbreaker. That's what they say. And so I see several different people seeing that you are not one to be played with. You are not one that can be swayed, tricked, bamboozled, hoodwinked. None of that shit. And your energy is wide open. I ain't gonna judge you. Go ahead, walk across. Let me look at you for a second. I like to watch good looking things walk past. Okay? I like the look of good shit. That's what and they gonna make them feel so naked and so vulnerable. But this is someone trying to, you were a mark, you were the target. What they didn't expect is for you not to be unfuckwittable. And some of them will, this type of energy, you gotta be careful. Because some of them will get so unhinged to the point where they'll be like, see, this is why I don't deal with people like you. I'm glad you know how to listen to your intuition. Because this is what they say. They come around your block. The same target that's meant for you, I guarantee you they'll be walking away from you before you have to go anywhere. Because they'll understand very quickly there's only one way in and no way out. And that is X mark the spot. Whatever position you need them to play in your life. If you need them to play the position of this role, there may be other people playing different positions. Listen. So they'll be like, hell nah. See? I ain't doing that shit. You thought you had me. No, I'm good. Let me I see you ripping the rose-colored glasses. Whatever. This is what somebody wants. They feel like you. One day you're gonna come across someone that can handle the truth and the whole truth, and it won't scare them because they're the same way too. And until you meet that person, until you meet that magician, the rest of them will be, it's not even a lesson. The rest of them will just be child's play. Because the Knight of Coins with the King of Wands is literally like, it's like a trial period. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. One day you will meet a magician that could take the heat in the kitchen. But until you meet that one, you're going to be bored of everything else. It's going to be, you're going to feel like you waste your time. Matter of fact, and it's the only reason why you're going to feel like that is because they walk away trying to like assassinate your character. They walk away scorned. If you are a queen energy, I don't care what gender you are. If you're in queen energy, right, you make multiple people walk away feeling scorned. You make grown men feel scorned. And you know why you make them feel scorned? Because they feel like they may accuse you of like emasculating them. And I don't feel like you even say anything. It's just the fact that you don't say anything and you don't give any type of intel that lets them be able to guilt trip you with or utilize as a tactic over you. And so you make the game for them unfun. And so because they couldn't conquer you, then they want to tell you like, hey, just to let you know, I'm going to ruin you. Hey, just to let you know, I'm going to tell on you. I'm going to tell everybody what you really like. Oh, you sound very, very bitter. You sound very, very bitter. The next thing you know, you got people holding up signs. Don't deal with this type of person. And then you pretty much you make them all successful. Because then they get up off their ass and they go be productive with their life. Because before they had something to hate on you about, they was sitting around trying to find the next person to manipulate. The next target to conquer. And you're not conquerable. And you're hard to get over. Because you are every person's dream, wish, fantasy. And to not know how to conquer you and how to retrieve that sword out of that stone. It's definitely retrievable, but only one person gonna be able to retrieve Excalibur's sword, okay? And that's the lucky one. And if that person can't retrieve it, they ain't the motherfucking one. It's like fail safe. Gridlock. And so before the magician actually appears, you got to meet a lot of charlatans. It's like, oh yeah, I can mimic that person's energy. I could get that. And then they walk away scorned, pitiful, just pitiful, attacking you. Ugh. How dare they? Let's get your closing message. Oh my God. What's the closing message? You're too honest. That's why the Queen of Swords is in reverse. You're too honest. You're too real. You're too authentic. And you don't judge a person. And you're able to see all their flaws and all, and you won't judge them. But then they feel triggered and vulnerable and all good, mushy and gushy on the inside. So then they start trying to judge you. And they start trying to find error in you. But it's like, what the fuck? I didn't even do that shit to you. And I knew you had horrible qualities that you wouldn't want nobody to know. But you hid the bodies for them and all. Listen. So we have mediator in reverse, negotiating with ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. It's a third party situation here. And then we have betrayal by misusing confidence, loss of personal identity, companionship. Some of you guys, y'all fucked up. Oh, y'all fucked up. I get it. Some of y'all bring y'all spouses and y'all partners to tarot and readings and shit. So you can like indirectly let the person that's reading the cards tell your person exactly what you have figured out about them. So you can sit back and watch their expression. Ooh. So you can sit there and see what watch their expression. You want to watch them unravel. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Okay? I'm going to tell you right now. If you in a relationship and any one of y'all females bring y'all men to this fucking channel, I can tell you this right now. That shit don't work over here because I expose both parties involved at all times. So if you think you finna have me like an inside little pocket trick, I guarantee you by the end of this video, I'm gonna tell your partner to keep coming too. Because both of y'all got a problem. And we need to talk about it. So let's get the closing messages. Because we don't do no one-sided. I'm for the girls and the guys. I told you I go both ways. I like guys and I like girls. So what is the problem? Very, very fluid over here. It is not giving hurt bay at all. Tarot is gender fluid. Let that go over your head. Too busy winning, running, child services. Told you. Bad karma. Listen, these damn karmics be wanting they 2 minutes now. Dodging bullets. Don't hide. See, here's the problem. Y'all be, whoever you are that is too busy winning, always trying to avoid situations, letting the law handle situations, and you trying to get into the mix. Cross watchers, karmic energy, they stay over here because you blocking all of their fucking negative ass energy. They start to dream and fantasize about you because they hoping that they meet you because they need your energy to mimic. You're too unforgettable. Anyone that's ever experienced you, I guarantee you gonna have whoever they ever date, they gonna be sitting there wondering who you are, where you are, how they can find you. And you ain't even trying to block none of them. But they want you to kiss their ass so they can flip tables. Nah. They want your attention so they can feel important. Told you, unfazed. Happiness hater. Ain't shit. They know they got ain't shit people with them. It's okay. Shit. We'll keep it real PG. Because in the 5D, it's R-rated. It's very R-rated. And I don't care what none of y'all partners say. I don't care what you say. The person that's smirking in the back of the room, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You can hide, but you smirking on the inside. And that's where it really counts. So, moving on. These are the love messages for today. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click all if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the bonus. Okay, be sure to check out tonight who the bonus reader will be, who the bonus reading will be, what zodiac, what element, what zodiacs will be the bonus read tonight. All right, turn your notifications on so you're notified of when that post is. And I'll see you guys next week. Love you. Bye.